Hi, Aries. Welcome. So, Aries, this is going to be your tarot reading, and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So, Aries, when I was meditating and clearing my energy for the reading, I was getting a lot of messages around the home space. For whatever reason that's being highlighted right now. Sometimes this could also represent like the Four of Wands, which is all about family, unions, relationships, and how that ties into feeling at home as well. I was also getting a lot of messages about be careful not to get too overwhelmed, right? We had a full moon in Pisces, which affected a lot of us on an emotional level just this past weekend, and then pair that with a retrograde that lasts all the way through October, and it can feel a little bit overwhelming at times during the rest of this month. But they're saying to utilize this energy as a way to empower yourself, Aries, to kind of stand up for yourself, to draw clear boundaries, to, establish your own sanctity, okay? And what's really funny is I just noticed what cards just came out, and it's the fourth house. No way, y'all. I cannot make that up. And what is it paired with? Aries, your card. So, wow. Oh my gosh. How crazy is that? Okay, so the fourth house, like I said, talks about home, the home environment, family. It also talks about your inner world, a little bit of introversion. You might feel like, being around people that you're comfortable with, places that you're comfortable. This isn't really like an extroverted, explore new things type of vibe. This is more of like a, let me get comfortable with where I'm at type of vibe. So I feel that coming through. This is also highlighting your habits and self-care. All right, and then here's that empowerment energy coming through. So out of this fourth house energy is coming these new desires within you, right? So as we go into October and the retrograde kind of leaves us, this is when it'll be time for action, Aries. This is when it's going to be time to act on some of the impulses that you had, right? Where you might see action in an experience that is stagnant right now. Sorry, there's a bunch of different messages coming through and I'm stepping all over them. So let me rephrase that. As we go into October, you might be finally seeing movement or action in areas that have been otherwise stagnant, right? So pay attention, Aries. And the message that was trying to come through while I was in the middle of talking had to deal with like being careful about stepping on other people's toes during this time frame, and or you possibly losing your temper if somebody steps on your toes. So sorry, it was like a side note message. So let's get into it and see, Aries, what else we have coming in for you over these next few weeks as we go into October. What is the overall energy for my Aries? So before I get to the card that just came out, some of you will have some opportunities to connect with someone significant to you as we leave the retrograde in October. This does not have to be an intimate partner, but some of you, it could be someone you're interested in, but it could also be family or friends, or like just an opportunity to connect with your social circle, or to get connected with yourself. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit down in the dumps, or it could be that during this time frame there is like these times of these moments in time where you're feeling like a little bit stagnant or a little bit down on yourself, Aries. Let it go. This is a natural part of what's going on astrologically and what's going on planetarily, but I do feel like there may be moments of moodiness coming through, some ups and some downs as we go through October. So prioritize your mental well-being, Aries. I also feel like some of you might be either blocking messages purposefully, or there's something about a block when it comes to receiving communication or giving communication, and this could also be unintentionally, like energetically you're blocked, but you'll know how that resonates with you. is I keep trying to get a message through, and then every time I go to deliver the message, it either is not coming out correctly or there's some sort of block here. So I also feel that, so take it as it resonates with you. It just feels like there's like a lot of things coming at you all at once. It might even be hard for you to like prioritize the task at hand. I feel like I'm being pulled in like many different directions, and it even seems like I'm getting a lot of different guidance messages. It could too be that like you're getting mixed messages, or you're getting a lot of different feedback from a lot of different perspectives, or a lot of different people who have different perspectives than you, and it seems like it's hard to delineate like what the correct one is. Which, Aries, if you want to know the correct perspective to take, ask yourself, how do I feel about this? Because see, your emotional and intuitive guidance system will always let you know the path of least resistance, and in which direction to go when it comes to things that are really valuable and important to you. So although I think it's nice to take other people's perspectives into consideration, especially people that are meaningful to us, at the end of the day, all that really matters is how you feel about it. And sometimes people don't really know your inner calling. They don't really know, they can't take into consideration the desires and the feelings that you have. And so even though some people give us good intending advice, it is off our path. So that's why it's important to follow your heart during this time frame, Aries. But try not to be impulsive about it, especially during September, right? So they're saying like, wait until October when things feel a little bit easier. Right now, things could feel a little bit overwhelming, especially in the emotional sector, which can lead to like frustration and anger and things of that nature. So be easy on yourself, right? And maybe comfort zone a little bit and let this play out. So let's see. What else do we have coming in for you, Aries? Also, guys, I have my Daisy Dizzle in the background. She's my special guest today. You can see her back there. She's chilling. She's napping. So let's see, Aries, what's going on in the headspace that Aries needs to know about? And then we'll look at the heart space and go from there. I could just feel like sometimes things are not working, or like communication is breaking down, or like people just not seem to be working in cooperation with you. This is part of what's going on planetarily that I was trying to speak about earlier, but I kept having trouble with my own communication because I'm not immune to what's happening energetically either. But it's just like there seems to be a breakdown here, and yeah, that could mean a lot of different things, but that's kind of what I feel. So it's almost like this energy of wanting to like be clear of something, or you're clearing some sort of karmic cycle out of your energy, but then yet it's still lingering, or it still seems to be like baggage that you're carrying around, and then like wanting things to feel comfortable, but then not really feeling comfortable. And it's because like energetically there's a larger change coming. So even if you've been through some changes, I feel like they've been minor, or they have been it may have felt like setbacks, but they were actually setting the stage for a much bigger change, right? So you know how they say sometimes things don't work out for us because there's a grander plan? Like, I feel like something like that, and you getting some sort of insight on that. So what seemed like setbacks were actually stepping stones, right, towards something bigger that you don't have the full vision of yet, Aries, but I feel like you will have the full vision of it. Hindsight's always 20/20, but there's something bigger in store for you. And so sometimes too, like, it's hard for us to understand why things don't pan out a certain way because we can only see it from our narrow perspective, and maybe we don't know that something better or something bigger is on our path, and we're trying to settle for, you know, like something that we simply deserve better than. I mean, I'm just saying, like, A lot of people do settle because they cannot see the bigger perspective, or they do not understand their worthiness. But sometimes the universe is like, nah, you're not going to settle for that. We know you'd be happy with that, but whoop, we're about to flip the script and something bigger is coming in. You'll thank us later. Right now, you're not going to understand. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening for you, Aries. I actually feel like that's what's happening for the collective at large, but since this is your reading, definitely impacting you as well. So let's see what's going on in the emotions. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, I knew we would get the Death and Rebirth card. You have the Tower here as well. So this is showing up in the emotional space. You also have the 7 of Pentacles here. And the Fool, which is Aries energy. So yeah, this is setting you up for some sort of new beginning. I keep getting this over and over again. A setback is setting you up. A setback is setting you up. So something about, don't get too frustrated at something that seems like a setback, because it is, in the grand design, purposeful, which everything that happens to you is purposeful, right? Whether you understand it or not. But in the emotional space, I definitely feel like there's this movement forward, but there's also changes coming in, right? And there's also a change in perspective coming in. And that's why they're wanting you to utilize this time to kind of care for yourself, to maybe introvert a little bit, to do things that give you a sense of worth here, or to invest more time in your goals, your aspirations, the things that make you feel more grounded, more secure. Because right on the heels of that is some sort of big leap of faith here, or jump in the timeline. Okay, so it's almost like every day's Groundhog's Day. Every day's Groundhog's Day. And then like a quantum leap almost into something completely different. And it is, of course, it's not a quantum leap, Aries. Of course, you know the stage has been set vibrationally first in your thoughts and your mind and in the 5D, but it may appear that way, right? Or it may be like a full steam ahead after repetitive, like, life, you know, redundant type of feeling here. So if things have been seeming harder, or you've been waiting for some sort of change, but then not really getting like the cooperation, and then things feeling frustrated, and maybe even like unexpected changes or unexpected issues showing up, it's like, well, this is setting the stage, as I said earlier, for some sort of transformation or change that may feel to you like a sort of like a quantum leap, Aries. So and so I want to take it back to the original message that I got, that what was being highlighted overall was the 4th house, right? Which is about home and family, your comfort zone. Sometimes it also talks about real estate. I feel like this is the 4th house is the house that there's going to be the quantum leap in, Aries, okay? So take from that what you will. Something about your inner world, or where you're currently comfortable, going through some sort of quantum leap here. Could also be the way that you care for yourself. Sometimes this also talks about that. I'm sorry, hold on a second. I really want to look at this. So there's like a depiction of prior generations in your family as well that are showing up. Something about a link between you and the prior generations. So they're saying like the stage has been set forth way before you even. So this is something that's been in the making for generations. Wow, okay, so that seems like a big deal, but it may, you know, it could be as simple as like selling a family heirloom, or it could be as big as like breaking a generational curse. You know, I don't believe in generational curses, but breaking a generational cycle, you know, like the spirit is very vague because there's so many of you watching. Some of you, it is a quantum leap, but it's something very simple. that has to deal with, like I said, the fourth house. Some of you, it's something much bigger, like literally breaking like out of a generational trauma, generational cycles, or something that's been continuously going on in your bloodline for a while, whether that be a lesson or a repeated cycle, or, you know, I feel like if this is for you, you already kind of have an idea. So let's see what else, Aries. The Knight of Pentacles, the World card. The Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. So, Aries, they're also wanting to highlight Leo, Virgo season and Libra season, which we just got out of Leo season. We're in Virgo and going into Libra. Yes, so this is going to be a significant time frame where you might notice some changes, but the changes may be happening on an internal level, but they could also be happening on an external level. It just depends, because this is a general reading as to how it plays out for you. But yes, so there is this movement forward here, Aries, and what seems like a quantum leap of faith is actually something that has been very calculated, very long time coming. Like I said, you know, they're showing it energetically that it may feel like that, but it's actually been something, again, that has been long time coming, right? And then here's the karmic completion that you had been waiting for, that maybe felt delayed to you, or felt like, wow, this feels more like a struggle than anything. And then that finally coming to fruition as we go closer to October. And I feel like, Aries, you have a lot of support here. They keep highlighting your support network, or those that are close to you, those that you hold valuable to you, showing up for you on your next adventure. It could also be that you are attracting new energy into a relationship right now that's helping to infuse it and bring you closer together with those that are very valuable to you, or one significant person. This could also indicate that you're calling in new counterparts, okay, for those of you that have been looking to experience a new relationship that's possibly on the horizon here as well. So a lot of exciting things coming through, and obviously also the opportunity to explore new horizons for yourself, or to even travel, or to get out there more. But again, this comes after a period of time where I feel like you need to kind of go within, or you might be feeling more comfortable in where you're familiar. And that may be because things might currently be overwhelming with the planetary alignments. There might be setbacks, there might be delays. It could feel frustrating, but this is setting the stage. What is it setting the stage for? Some sort of quantum leap here on a spiritual level, but actually one that's been planned since day one is what they're saying. Part of your plan, part of your grander design, part of your path here. And then you kind of getting some sort of completion. And then again, highlighting relationships and those that are closest to you, but also the possibility of revitalizing a current connection or friendship, or coming back together with someone as well. So like, be prepared, okay, Aries? Like, I feel like the month of September for you, or I should say the remaining part of September, is more so about like you getting your bearings about you and kind of getting yourself organized and taking care of things that need to be taken care of within the home or within the workspace, so that you could prepare for your next quote-unquote adventure, which I feel like, again, they were highlighting Virgo Libra season, which is October and end of September into end of October. So let's see what the guidance is for you then, Aries. And it says, receive. It says, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is natural law and order of the universe. So Aries, this is all about you getting what you want. You being the one to receive, as opposed to you being the one to put the effort and the action in, and to allow yourself to be open to the grander design and not get bogged down in the details of what might be going wrong right now, right? Okay, so this too shall pass if that is what you're experiencing, and this is a moment of empowerment. So Aries, wow. Zodiac signs that you might be connecting with or have in your own chart, or that just may be influencing your energy. I have Scorpio here. I have Cancerian energy, Aries energy. Aries, Scorpio again. Aries again. You're showing up strong in your own reading, Aries. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, guys. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos. I'm hosting events on Facebook. My next event's going to be about, I think I'm going to title it, How to Master Manifestation. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you follow me over there so when it's posted, you can see it. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so below or in the About section. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.